welcome to today's 10-minute mobility session. My name is Tamzy. I am a personal trainer and an athlete, and I am just in this life to help other people move better and feel their best. And so that's what we're going to do today. I have 10 mobility moves for us to do for 1 minute each. We're going to breathe deep, we're going to move together, and we're going to feel awesome. Okay, this is your feel good moment. So let's get to it. The first move we're going to do is a hamstring hinge. Starting our timer, you're going to bring your hands to your hips. You're going to kick one leg out in front of you and hinge forward from your hips. And then you're just going to continue to switch back and forth doing that. Now, the whole time we're moving together today, I would like for you to be intentional to breathe deeply. So big breath in through your nose and a big exhale out of an open mouth. Open mouth exhaling is really going to give you lots of opportunity to flush out any built up CO2 that you have. And honestly, throughout the day, we don't realize how often we are either not breathing deeply enough or we're actually holding our breath. So right here and right now, you get to pay attention to your actual breathing, okay? Chest is lifted and we're pulling our belly button to our spine to keep our abs in to support our back throughout all of these movements. All right, last one right here. And we're going to move into a move called arm circle chair. So set your feet under your hips. You're going to circle your arms up, back, and around, big reverse arm circle. As you reach forward, you're going to sit into an imaginary chair back behind you, okay? So circle your arms back and around as if you're trying to rake your fingers down the wall behind you, really trying to open up lots of space between the front of your shoulders and your fingertips. You're really trying to open up lots of space in the abs and really kind of separating the hips and the ribs away from each other. Okay, we're sending our hips backwards as well as we sit in our chair, which is going to shift our body weight backwards into our heels. And you should be able to wiggle your toes when you get to the bottom of that chair. And then dig your heels in as you stand up. Okay, check in. Are you breathing? Are you breathing intentionally? Big inhale and a big open mouth exhale. All right, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to bring your fingertips to the base of your neck. Separate your feet a little bit wider than your hips. You're going to lean side to side, side bending. And then we're going to turn left and right for a rotation. So it's a side bend, left and right, and then a rotation left and right. So we've got our feet slightly separated wider than our hips to give us a good base to move from so that we can try our best to isolate our movement from the waistline up, okay? You're using your waistline, you're using your belly button and your abs to control what's happening in your spine. So we're bending our spine sideways, which is not a typical way we move our spine in a day. But your body's got to be moved in all kinds of directions to keep it fluid and to keep it mobile. So that's what we're doing today. Almost there with this move. And we're going to move into another wide foot stance. I want you to bring your hands to your chest, separate your feet a little bit wider than they are, and you're going to shift your hips side to side. This is a lateral hip opener. Absolutely one of my favorite mobility moves. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what's happening. You're pushing your hips backwards so that your body weight is shifting back into the heel that you're leaning towards. Okay. Again, you should be able to kind of wiggle your toes as you get to the bottom of that, as you get to the bottom of that shift. Okay. So dig your heels in to push yourself back to the center. Now, if you want to move your arms a little bit, you can. You kind of reach and pull, reach and pull. All right, check in. Are you breathing? Big inhale, big exhale. Don't hold it back. Don't try to be quiet about it. Be loud about it. Be dramatic about it. All right, bring your feet in just a little bit closer, fingertips to the base of your neck again. We're coming into good mornings. So this is move 5 of 5, and it's going to be our last standing move, just FYI. We are going to come down to the floor. So if you need to pause this video so that you can go grab something soft for your knees, then go ahead and do that. That's fine. But yeah, we're gonna stay here for another 30 seconds or so, and then we'll pop down to the floor for the rest of our mobility. So in your good mornings, you're pushing your hips backwards like you're trying to like you're trying to push the wall over, or you're trying to close a door that's open behind you. So push that door closed with your backside. Okay. Knees are soft. Back is long and straight. And it's like I'm taking a bow. If your shoulders are starting to talk to you a little too loudly, you can bring your hands to your shoulders like you're giving yourself a little hug there. Almost there. All right, my friends, come down with me to the floor, all fours. We're going to kick it off with cat-cow. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. You're going to tuck your chin and round your spine. And then you're going to tip your tailbone and chin up towards the ceiling. Okay, rounding your spine and then letting your spine go concave. Now, I like to think about this movement initiating from the belly button, from your navel. So draw your navel up into you as far as you can for your cat, and then expose the navel to the floor underneath you for your cow. Okay, tucking your tailbone and then extending up through the tailbone as well. Okay, and then keep that breathing going. Big inhales. Big exhales. Again, be dramatic about it. This is another one of those moves as well that you can be dramatic about. Very dramatically arch the spine and tip the tailbone. 5 seconds to go. And then we're going to come into a move called pointer. So flatten out your back. You're going to extend your left arm and right leg away from your body. And then opposite, right arm, left leg. Okay. So left arm, right leg. Right arm, left leg. Now, if you feel a little bit wobbly, just move a little slower, okay? Keep your belly button drawn in super tight to your spine, chin off your chest, eyes in front of your fingers. You're trying to stretch from your fingers to your toes. You're not trying to lift them as high as you can lift them. You just want them to come even with the body, and pretend like you're trying to touch the wall in front of you and the wall behind you. Now, if you're still feeling really, really wobbly, you can separate the arm and leg and lift them one at a time and then bring them back down. Okay, so if you need that option, it's there for you. You got 15 seconds to go. Trying our best to continue our deep breathing. That, more than anything, is going to help you feel awesome. Just taking those deep, deep breaths. All right, we're going to come into quad rocker. So knees open, toes together. Step your hands out in front of you and shift your hips forward. You're going to push back through the hips. And then again, shift forward through the hips. So push back and shift forward. So we're kind of locking in to this modified plank position, and that when we shift forward, and then we're trying to push our hips back as far as they'll go. Maybe even our backside can touch our heels. You can open your knees as wide as feels good to you right here. Okay, that's a good stretch for the inner thighs and for the lower back, right? And if you want to, you can add a thread the needle, or you reach underneath and get a little bit of a rotation happening in the spine as you push back. Okay. Breathing in, breathing out, feeling good. We're already feeling more alive. We're 8 minutes in. We got 2 minutes to go. I am going to flip you over onto your back for the last 2 moves. So come onto your back. We're going to do a knee hug. So lay down. You're going to stretch your body out long. You're going to hug one knee in, lay down, and then curl up and hug the other knee in and lay back down. So you're tucking your chin, you're rolling your upper back out of the floor as you hug your knee in towards your nose. Okay, we want to get the arms involved as well. So really strongly pull your knee to your chest so that you get a lot of blood flowing through your arms, but you also get a really good stretch for your lower back when you do this. And take your time. We do not have to get in a hurry. That is one of the best things about mobility work. Actually, the slower you go, the better, because when you move slow, that's when you can move with intention, right? When you're moving fast and you're trying to get through it, you lose control. So this is a great way to regain control of your body here, okay? All right, we got 1 move left. Windshield wipers. Feet on the floor, knees wider than hips, arms open wide. You're going to drop your knees to one side and then drop them to the other side. And as we feel this and we start to loosen up our hips and our lower back, I want you to do more than just drop your knees. I want you to intentionally and actively press your kneecaps towards the floor underneath you. So you're really driving from the hips all the way through the knees to push down. And when you're going to feel a pretty good stretch in the hip and the lower back of the leg that's closest to you there. Okay. Awesome work so far, my friends. You got about 15 seconds to go, and that is going to be it for our 10-minute mobility set. This is something you can do every single day, to begin your day or before you do a workout, or even to end your day, to help you feel your best and move through life better. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I hope you'll be on the lookout and join me again in the very near future. Bye.